eagerly get those tier boots, those tier 2 boots first. I'm just trying to rush Moonstone as quickly as possible.
Okay.
I've been holding off on it. It saves me money.
Okay. This is a really greedy rune page.
Pretty
It's
good or no?
yeah, it's a really greedy rune page because usually you want to have your tier 2 boots on your like first back, second back. Gives you movement speed, gives you a lower flash cooldown. Audience boots, just really good on Sona, really good on Janna. I would not get it. Most of the time I see people running Resolve Secondary with Sona, with either
That is,
conditioning,
yeah,
bomb plating, and
yes.
revitalize. I would probably run with the other one, especially into a Blitzcrank. But if you get pulled, you're probably gonna die anyway. It's just that you really want to have the tier 2 boots for this one. Because if you don't have boots, Blitzcrank has boots.
Yeah.
He's got the W speed up, you're never gonna run away. So you're pretty much always gonna die if the Blitzcrank has like any brain.
I go with you. This is like one of those few instances where I'm like, I will get run down, so I need
Oh, by the
boots.
way,
Right.
take exhaust
Yeah, I was just about to
for
switch.
barrier.
Oh,
Jeez. Yeah, we have double heal. I didn't notice that in time.
it's okay. I've been getting used to it. He's holding the exhaust instead. So
Yeah, he should have taken exhaust. Objective to lane is pretty simple. You guys turbo outscale this. If you guys just live without... If you guys die like once or twice... Actually, if you guys die like once and you die like 20 CS, then I think that's job well done. But anything above that is gonna be not good. By the way, I saw you like starting to do it. Oh, heal. Yeah, heal was too late. Potion. Yeah, with potion you live. With earlier here you live. Because you know for a fact that they're gonna ignite you there, right? So you might as well heal right before they ignite. Health potion. Not a good start. Yep, good pings. Obviously missing. He could be mid lane. He could also be coming from behind you guys, so you know. Yep.
all day.
Use potion. Hit the map. Yeah, we could kill the map. Oh, he's still gonna die. Okay. Boots.
A pretty toxic lane.
Yeah, I mean we could tell that Blitz could possibly come. Because we saw him going to the river, right? So what's stopping him from coming? The good thing is that lane is in a, like lane state is pretty good, and we traded 1 for 1. So it's not the end of the world that they get those kills. Blitz should be in one of those bushes. Oh god. Oh god, you guys have no fear. If Blitz is in one of those bushes, the guy pulls him and you die. Okay, yeah, this is not good. You need to shove this out as soon as possible.
Oh,
Yep. You have to kill them.
I'm kind of lagging. I don't know why.
Oh, you can save him.
Lagging. I don't know why.
Oh, he's gone. Yeah, you can keep going. You kill this guy. Nice.
Do I live? No.
Nope. So I'm already starting to see a pattern here. You're like ready to run away, but like MF is in a 1v2 in that situation. Look how low he is. Wait, oh no, Kog'Maw is going top lane. Well, looks like this game is lost.
Kog'Maw went top.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's mental boomed. Oh, maybe that fixes the
Caring.
mental boom.
Kog'Maw's mid. Yeah, I think he just gave up already.
Yeah, he gave up. Talon is mid.
The part where I feel like it's really my fault.
I mean, I think you could have traded in a couple of these fights for sure. Loot better.
Okay, well, Blitz is mid, so I should probably go mid. No.
We're level 4
Nothing
Sona.
to
We're
do
not
there.
gonna do anything mid.
Yeah, nothing I can do over there. It's like I want to do something, but I feel like I can't.
You can slow him. Nice. Oh, the slow power core would have been better. Okay, we have heal. Oh, he missed. We're gonna kill both. There's nobody who can be here. Okay, he flashed over the wall. The thing is, if the Kog'Maw would just play, I think we would just be completely fine in this game.
Well, I don't even feel safe to even go bot, so what do I do? I'm not.
At this
usually
point,
in
you probably just go mid lane and just flip it. Oh, Jax gets a big shutdown. That's not good. Like, at this point, I think you just want to see if you can somehow miracle team fight and win.
Just put one in there.
I was thinking, actually, you can maybe take Baron here. Yeah, I think this would be a pretty good Baron call. I mean, you guys are pretty strong for Dragon Fight as well. Really need to be behind our tanks in this case, though. Just play really far back.
Oh gosh. Yeah. I mean, I was dead regardless. So right now I'm just gonna ask. This is the point where I start to think about win conditions. If we can still win this game, well, play around silence is a good idea, but then also Kog'Maw already has his 2 items, so he can do a lot of damage. So I can try to save my ulti for when Talon tries to dive him. Well, not for that.
What? Okay, nice ult. I mean that.
No, no. I refuse to die like this.
Okay, playable.
So
Yeah,
play around. Okay. Play around Silas because he's the strongest, and then if Talon starts to go for Kog'Maw, then just try to peel for him as much as possible.
Yeah.
Unless
so stand in the back line and just wait for the enemy team to run into your ult, and just try to fight it out. That's the way the fight should be going. I actually think, even though I hate it, I think Arden Sensor is probably the better item than Chemtech in this situation. Because they don't really have, at the end of the day, they don't really have that much healing, right?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, get the power cord. Yeah. Keep your distance, don't be in his Q range. Ooh, you got so lucky that he ulted him away out of his Q. Do they have 3 or... I think the enemy should have 3 dragons, right?
I'm sorry. Anything what?
3 dragons.
Yeah, 3. They have 3.
Yeah, we need to go.
And I'm not about to go face check all of this.
Ping. You have to have these guys face check for you. You can't give them soul. You lose the game. Like, the game is already in a really hard spot. You can't win. Oh no. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe you can collapse on this.
Aelin.
Yeah, just stay alive. Stay alive. You win this. Ping dragon. Who cares about this guy? Just get dragon. Nice.
At that point, I did not mind just face checking that because I had my W and Kog'Maw was there.
Yep. How much is your W reducing damage at this point, by the way? He's probably like an exhaust at this point.
Yeah, so W empowered is half of an exhaust.
33. Yeah, 33%. So he's more than exhaust at this point. Oh no. No. Ping him off. His Kog'Maw gets caught now, he loses the game. It's so scary.
I'm gonna stay with him for
Don't.
a sec. No? Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
We're waiting for that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how they've been playing all games. So.
Yeah, like, it's so obvious that there's just sitting there. Sauce is dead. They get soul. Because like, remember what I said, as long as you guys stay as 5 and like nobody except for Seth gets pulled, you win the fights. So you just kind of want to make sure that nobody like walks off like that on their own. Because that goes back to what I was saying about these like enchanters, like how you actually win with these champions. Is that you ping people off from doing stuff, dumb stuff like Pokemon going bot lane or Salas walking into a jungle unboarded. I'm pretty sure you still win though, the 5v5s, even with them having soul. No, ping. Oof.
Oh, yikes.
We're still fine. I would actually get the elixir. Go, go, they're fighting, go. Sit dice.
Why me? I'm alive. No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Oh my lord.
You're too strong champions, they're still alive. Yeah, Pokemon kills them all. Go, go, look. Too bad you don't have anything, but we can show out the waves. They're gonna get it before you get there, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but still asking for help.
Yeah, you can stay here. Yeah. If they walk into you, win. Okay, ping mid lane. If you guys go to mid lane right now, you win the game. If Salas goes bot lane. This one is coming from behind you guys. Yeah, just buy time. Flash out of the ult if you need to. We're gonna win this fight. If the oh no!
What?
I think you're still gonna win this. Yeah, you're gonna win this. Oh god, thank god for that. Yeah, I think they win. Yeah, they win. Oh well, are they gonna end the game? Oh no, Jack is massive. Yeah. Getting pulled there. No.
I don't understand how that even pulled.
You would win this game if you don't get pulled there. You would actually win.
Did not think that was gonna pull me, in all honesty. So I feel like I fed that entire game and I feel extremely bad.
Yeah, but we can have a look at this. Then we're going back to lane. And I think this one and the next all-in are really bad because we could see him going towards here, right? So we can probably assume that he's either going to mid lane, but we know that he can also come from behind us at this point. And then here, I think
I have no flash, so at that point it's like, well, if I die, at least let the combat live. So because I'm clearly the target here.
Yeah, is it that when we go back, like, just watch how long you, like, just walk around without doing anything? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, like, you don't do anything at all. You press Q once.
Yes.
Yeah, you get pulled, but I'm pretty sure you had, like, 3, 4, maybe like 3 autos there, in my opinion. If you were to like start autoing when you see the MF. Because in these situations, I noticed this happen like twice in this lane. Is that when it's really clear that you can't run away from a fight, you're kind of like just like not doing anything. Like you're just walking around and like pressing buttons maybe. But in those situations, if you can't run away, you have to fight. Because then at least you're gonna trade like 1 for 1 or like 2 for 1. Whereas doing this, like nothing is gonna happen there. It happened like twice. It happened here and it happens in the next fight. I'm pretty sure you can just trade for the MF in both of these fights pretty well, and then it would be fine. Pokemon still gets the kill, but he's kind of like forced to flash for it. Whereas if you had kept autoing, he would not need to flash this and he wouldn't die.
Yeah.
But even now, the lane situation is like alright. Yeah, because like I'm sure you can see the problem here already. Like we're already all positioning for the MF ult already. Because like your W on the set doesn't really matter at this point. Like, they're gonna kill this guy no matter what. The W that you're gonna put down doesn't matter at all. The problem is that if you're looking at this and not paying attention to this, I mean, if this is something that happens consistently, which it kind of looks like it does, where you're like just focusing on one thing without like actually looking at, like it looks like if your screen is like here or something, that you're kind of like just looking at this without like paying attention to the corners, which is a pretty. This is like a pretty like a common thing, and I actually have 2 ways that you can fix this. Number 1 is you play a game called Us. I don't know if you know what this is, but this is a rhythm game where like circles appear on the screen in rhythm of the music, and then you have to click them. So
yes, I've seen.
Yeah. So what this does is it kind of like wires your brain to look at several things at once, and then like doing actions with them. I personally found that after I started playing this, it made it a whole lot easier for me to like pay attention to what's happening in the team fights. So that's way number 1. Way number 2 is whenever a fight starts, you just don't like you literally just take a walk out of the fight for like 1 to 2 seconds, because a lot of the times, especially with the next patch coming through, a lot of the times you actually have a lot of time before you have to make a decision in a team fight, especially if you're playing Sona. So I think if you get into the habits of literally walking away from the fight and just looking at it for 1 to 2 seconds, about 90% of the time, you actually have time to do this. But you give yourself the extra time to like look at what's happening in the team fight. You're giving yourself time to have a look at like what you need to worry about in the enemy team. Like maybe like Jack's Q that can get on top of you, a Lissandra E that can get on top of you, the Talon that might be getting on top of you, the MF ult. Like you have all the extra time to like assess the situation and then make a decision. I found myself in the same situation quite often when I was playing Thresh, is that I would always like hard tunnel focus on the enemy team and not pay attention to what my team was doing. This was back in like season 6, whatever, when I like first started to make it into like high masters. So what I ended up doing is exactly that. Is once the fight started, even when I was playing Thresh, what I tried to do was I just ran away from the fight, took a deep breath, had to look at it for like 1 to 2 seconds, and only then started to do something. Unless I was the one who like started the fight with hooking. What this does also is after like 100 games, you don't need the 1 to 2 seconds anymore. Now you only need like half a second to 1 second. And then you repeat it for another 100 games, it goes even lower and lower and lower. Is that like if you're tunnel visioning like this, you can play like if you're not paying attention to this and you're just playing with the tunnel vision and like not looking at what's happening, you can play another 1,000 games and nothing has changed.
That makes sense.
Just like just slow it down a little bit in team fights, especially if you're feeling like pressure or that you need to do something. Just like slow it down, unless you like really need to do something, like really quickly. But most of the time you have enough time to like have a look at what's actually happening in the fight. And while you're doing it, like I was saying, it's really important for you to like recognize what you need to be afraid of. Like, do they have assassins? Where can they come from? Just any of these things. And then after a while, you can start like envisioning all of these things, all of these areas that are really dangerous for you to walk into. Let's say that Talon is over this wall. You can see like 4 people over here. Your team is like over here, whatever. And then you start looking, okay, well, Talon, he could come from here. So I need to hug this top side of the wall while still being in range of my stuff. But then again, I have to be worried about Lissandra E. So I have to make sure that I'm not going to be in Lissandra E range. So maybe my, like, the safest spot that I can stand in that situation would be like here. Just something like this has to be going through your head. Because if you just like go into the fight willy-nilly and just hope that it works, it's never going to be as useful as just like actively thinking what you're doing. Okay, yeah, here.
This is one where you asked me to ping them off.
Yeah, like, I don't know why they were so eager to lose the game at this point. Because when you have a look at this, right? Your GP, who is the strongest champion on your team, he's not level 13 yet. Not only that, but his top lane has no TP. Your strongest champion is not here, so which makes this a 4v4. Meanwhile, the enemy's strongest champion is here. You are not really a champion at this point. You don't have your Moonstone. You have your ult, sure, but like you guys are much weaker in this 44, for sure. Just because the fist is so massive. Also, they have Israel ult and they have Blitzcrank, who are really good in these dragon fights, especially because you know that they should know, or you know that they should have wards in our jungle. I have no idea why they wanted to fight for this, but I think you probably could have pinged a little bit more on this. Yeah, like you're only pinging now. The thing is, the fight is already starting. For you to be successful on these Enchanter champions, you have to like recognize like what's going on here means that your team wants to fight. Like you should already be pinging for them to back off from the dragon at this point. At this point, it should be really obvious that you just don't want to fight this, no matter what. You should never want to fight this. So we should already be making sure that people are on the same page and just like running away from this. The timing of the pings is pretty important because by the time you're pinging, they're already fighting. Yeah, like you're pinging at ping like 2 seconds earlier and they're like already fighting this. I think the pings are too late. But then again, over here, it's kind of different. Because now, they're doing the exact same thing you guys were about to do. Their strongest champion is on the other side of the map. Your strongest champion is still here. And you have more people in this fight. So now they're doing the exact same thing as you did, and that's why you win this fight. Yeah, so the double ult is fine. Yeah, so far so good. This made me a little bit worried that once the Akali shows, you're kind of still like walking up. The good thing is Akali doesn't have ult in this situation, so you're like safe here because of that. You probably still would be safe even if he had ult. Is that seeing the Akali should make you like be a little bit more prone to like just walking away, because you're not really like needed to do anything here. Like you're already winning. But yeah, then anything just the same throw, and then your team kind of gets pulled into a fight. Before this fight, I actually think the game's like fine. The game was fine before the fight is gonna happen in here. I think it was. I mean, in here and also the next one.
This is one where you said, "Why is your team so eager to fight?"
Yeah,
Right?
like they're just trying to like lose the game here. Cause like
And I said, "Well, since we're fighting, might as well just commit to it at this point."
so. Let's have a look here. Because we know that there's gonna be 5 people here on the enemy team, right? Again, you're doing the same thing. GP is on the bot side. He has free push.
Yeah.
We're on a 45 with our strongest champions not here. We should be like hard, or like, we should be like spamming these guys not to fight this. Like, they are literally running into the... I just don't get it. It's so bad. The enemy team gets to Baron if they win this fight, which they do. And it's a 45 strongest champion not here. They're gonna win this fight like 90% of the time. Like, these people would have to make such a bad mistake. Such like horrible mistakes for you to win this fight. It's so bad. I just don't understand why they would like go for this. But because they are going for it, I actually think that you just leave at this point. You just let this guy live, or you just let the Zac die. You give up Baron, and then you like start pushing other lanes or whatever. The fight is done. Because right now it's not a 45, it's a 3-5. You can't save the Zac. There's like nothing to fight for in here. The fight is done. It's over. I think flashing for this is a little bit iffy. Like, it ends up kind of working out. Like, it's not so bad. But I think you probably get a better use of your flash at some point. I'm pretty sure you could also just like walk up to this one, right? I'm pretty sure you don't have the flash. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you don't have the flash. Like, this just shows the tunnel vision the best out of pretty much anything in this game or in this session. Because like number one, Ash shouldn't, or Zac should not even go for this, in my opinion. But the problem is that you're literally putting yourself in range for this guy to just ult you and one-shot you. Because on Sona, the longer the fight goes on, the better. The sooner you die, the worse. And you could not have found a faster way to die in this game. I think you need to be like somewhere over here. Just like, I think if you're playing Janna or Ashe, you should not be looking at this, in my opinion. You should probably just be looking at, maybe like you don't like tunnel vision here, but this should be like the main focus. Like you should be looking at your carries and yourself. And then once somebody comes over here, then you start to like look forward. Kind of. Like you still want to like look at this just to see what's going on, right? But like the main focus is this. This should be like what you should be like mainly looking at. And then when people come towards you, then you can start cutting out and like playing with these guys. But like I said, the engage is horrible from Zach. Like he should not go for this. If you guys, or if they were like here, then this is a good engage. But they're like way too far behind. If the Orianna was able to like ult right after this, then I think it's okay. But even then, I'm pretty sure you lose, just because you don't have enough damage to one shot any of these people. So they're just gonna like take the damage and then just turn on you. I'm pretty sure you just pretty much always lose this. This is like the perfect example of like what's going wrong in these games. Like I think something similar to this happened like maybe like 4 times in these 2 games.
Yeah, you're right.
I think this is probably like the #1 thing that you're doing wrong. Because it's literally looking like you're playing like this positioning is like Leona or like Alistar. That's literally like you're literally playing like a tank here. Whereas you should be like looking at this like an enchanter. You should be like somewhere over here, or like maybe even over here, like somewhere over here. So I think that's #1 thing that you need to focus on. I can also talk a little bit about warding. #1 rule of warding: your safety is always more or worth more than the vision that you can put down. You should never dive for wards. That's like the #1 thing. So how you go about it is, I like to think of the map as like 4 quarters. You have the top side of the enemy, bot side of the enemy, and the same for us. So what I'm always trying to envision is how many people are on which side of the map, right? Because if you can see that there's 4 people on this side, 1 person on this side, we have maybe like 2 and 3. Now we know that we can just walk in here, put down these wards. Then we can just walk away, press B, or like do whatever. And then once these people start rotating, and you can see again like 3 people over here. Now you can see, okay, well there can only be like 2 people at maximum over here. So now you can just walk over here, put down these wards, and you can just like have this infinite cycle of vision going like at all times. I think this is like the safest strategy when it comes to warding. Just putting down deep vision and then using this vision to go to the other side and putting down this vision. Obviously, you want to like switch this around when like Dragon is spawning, Baron is spawning. Then you kind of like want to focus on this side. But that's like the basic idea of it. If you're even or ahead, then you want to focus on the enemy side of the map. If you're like setting up for Dragon or whatever, make sure that the enemy team doesn't have vision on river, so just sweep around here and then put vision in the enemy jungle. Also, yeah. If you have the chance to, I'm pretty sure you already know this is Platinum, but I'm just like saying just in case. Deep vision is always better than shallow vision, because then you have more time to play with the vision that you have more time to play with the information that you do have. Also, I was talking about mid lane wards. Mid lane wards are, in my experience, some of the most underrated wards in the game. Especially if you're playing blue side. This ward in particular, if you're even or ahead, this ward is like the most valuable ward you can have in mid game. Because when you think about it, if you put down a ward over here, you cover both of these entrances and you can cover mid lane. So now you see when people are coming out of the base to like push mid waves, you can see them coming back. You can see junglers coming from bot side to top side. Same thing around here. You can see when people are like going from mid lane to like jungle. This area in mid game is, I think, the most trafficked area in the game. So if you can put down a ward over here, just outside of this tower range, it gives you so much information. And I pretty much never see people put this down for some reason. Like pretty much nobody puts down this ward, even though it's like such a huge value ward. If you're on the defensive, then a ward somewhere around here, like somewhere around this area, is also like really valuable. Because like just like think about it. After the winning team like pushes mid lane, they're probably gonna like walk back, and then they're either gonna like go into a jungle or they're gonna go to river, whatever. Like just having the ward over here somewhere lets you know which side of the map people are gonna go to. And then if you think about it with this, if you see like 3 people coming from mid lane to here, then you can either know that there's gonna be 3 people here, and you can either fight if you have more people, or you can just go over here and put down wards around here, because you know that nobody's gonna be here. Especially if you like see people in like side lanes, whatever.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because this area is just like so much traffic around this area. I see way too few people putting down wards in the mid lane. This gives so much information. Much easier to play the game. Yep. Just always be aware of the abilities that you need to be scared of. If there's gonna be like a Talon, and you know that he's bot side, let's say that there's gonna be a fight happening around here, and you know that Talon is here. Let's say that the enemy team is like gathering over here, Talon come from here, your team is over here. Then you know that you need to like hug this side.
The top side.
Yeah, because you know the Talon is coming. If you see that there's like a, let's say that there's a fight on river, you have like 5 of your teammates over here, you have like 4 of the enemy team over here, you know that there's like a LeBlanc or something over here, then you just like hug this side of the map. Just make it as hard for them to get to you as possible. Because yeah, this should pretty much never happen if you're playing Sona or Janna. This should never happen. Like, you should never just allow this fist to like throw an ult at you and hit you. It should like never happen.
You're right.